Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. As Arsenal fans, I know we are really very excited with the outcome of what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday was that we went away to Molineux Stadium yesterday. That is a Wolf Stadium, and against all odds, at least we were able to drag out a win. We won by 1 goal to 0. A goal scored by Ricardo Califiori. That was in the second half. Off the back of a red card to Lewis Skelly. So a lot really happened yesterday, and I was really very angry on Twitter yesterday. Just in case if you are not following us on Twitter, please kindly follow us on Twitter at the Arsenal in me. So the Arsenal in me is on the screen already, so you can just please kindly follow us on Twitter. Now, a lot happened, but the fact that we 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 are always a victim of bad officiating. We have been a victim of bad officiating since a very long time now. But yesterday it was really, really evident. Evident because for a long time many Arsenal fans have been complaining about the way our players have been treated and the fouls that we get scolded for. Many teams get away with them. There have been several occasions where, in fact, yesterday's match, the red card that was given to Lewis Kelly, same incident happened again, and the guy did not even get a second. He did not even get a straight red card. He got a second yellow card, which means he's only going to be missing one match. While Lewis Kelly will likely be missing 3 matches, only if, for example, it is appealed. I don't even know if that can be appealed. So there is a lot of problem that is happening in the English EPL, and this problem actually has to do with us now. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. You can call me whatever you want to call me. But why is it that it is always when Arsenal is playing that everybody follow the books to the ladder? Why is it that it is when Arsenal is playing that they remember that the rules and regulations are supposed to be the way they are? We are facing a lot of problems in our team, and it is unfair to think of the fact that we want a fair challenge on the title, and yet we still have officiating that goes against fair play. How was that a red card, for goodness sakes? How was that Lewis Kelly marking a red card, for goodness sakes? I mean, we were even in their half. It was just on the back of after we had a corner, then they wanted to have a counter. And it was not even the last man, for goodness sakes. There are several players in front of them. And you can't tell me that there is any way that guy from that point, from that place, can actually go ahead to score goal. It is not possible. It is not possible. The referee did not even have a second thought. He just gave a second yellow. I mean, he just gave a straight red card. If you watch my previous video before this particular video I'm making, I said it that since I know he's Micheal Oliver already, I knew there was going to be a problem in that match. I was so sure there was going to be a problem in that match. Micheal Oliver, what's this guy's name? Kavanagh, all of these guys, I think they have something against us now. Luckily, we won yesterday. I mean, we were able to win yesterday, and for the fact that we won yesterday, it really really changes the whole conversation. I didn't mean we were not able to win yesterday. For example, it would have been a lot of problem. A lot of people would have said a lot of things about us now. So we were able to win yesterday. The goal came, in the second half, and if you look at the ball possession, for example, they had the higher ball possession than us because obviously we got the red card. We had 3 big chances. They have 9 shots. We have 9 shots. Goalkeeper saves. We saved 4. They had to save 2. Corner kick. We have 5 corners, obviously, and a lot just didn't go. A lot didn't go the way it was supposed to go yesterday. So how can we have a proper title challenge if we do not want fair play, if we do not want a proper challenge for, whoever is on top of the league table? Look at our players yesterday. So we had Martinelli on a 6.3 rating. We had Trossard on 7.2. We had Kayavat on 6.8. We had Waneri on 6.4. Then Lewis Kelly 5.9 because obviously he was red carded out of the match. Now, Lewis Kelly red carded out of the match. Then we have David Raya at 7.8. But the fact that we played that way we played yesterday shows that our players are beginning to actually understand the need to win some certain matches. And gladly, we did not just go from an attacking mode to a defensive mode. We still kept on attacking. We still kept on believing that we were going to score. And it actually happened. We were able to score. But we still need to get a striker. Havertz yesterday still lost some chances that I believe he could have converted. We all watched Manchester City versus Chelsea. Saw the way the match panned out yesterday. We saw what Alan did in that match. We saw the goals they scored in that match. So this is actually not an attack on Kayavat at this point in time because there is no amount of attack I can attack Kayavat now. It's actually not going to change anything. And with the way Arsenal is, if you know Arsenal very well, you know that there is a likelihood that we are still not going to get any attacker. There is a very high likelihood that we are still not going to get any attacker. So we just have to manage what we have. So I am really very excited we won yesterday. And I do not think Micheal Oliver should actually at any point in time ref Arsenal matches anymore. At any point in time at all. That guy does not deserve to ref our match. He has given Arsenal in his last four officiating of Arsenal matches, he has given three red cards just in the last four. So when you have somebody doing that, I mean, how are we supposed to trust the PGM well? In our last four, just for last four matches he has officiated, he has given three red cards. So we are not supposed to be trusting someone like that. We are not supposed to be trusting, somebody that does that. So I don't know because at the end of the day, people will come in and say, we complain too much, we do this, we do that. How are we not going to complain? Imagine if we had not actually won yesterday. Do you know what that would have mean? It would have mean that Liverpool would have just slipped away. Because currently, right now, let me see the league table. Uh, let me see the Premier League. Okay, look at it right now. So currently now, Liverpool is on 53 points, Arsenal is on 47 points. What would have happened yesterday is that if we did not win that match, if we had lost that match yesterday, Arsenal would have actually been on 44 points, which means Liverpool would have, just run away with more likely the league. Liverpool would have probably run away with the league. So we need to actually complain as fans. And in one of my tweets yesterday, I said I wish we had a Morio inside of Teta because yesterday would have been brutal. I mean, after that match, we would have just said, okay, we know these guys are against us, this, that, that. And at the end of the day, maybe he gets a fine or something. But the most important thing is that they will be scared to do that the next game. See, there are times that being too soft or being too cautious, because you don't want to spoil your reputation or something like that does not really help your team. And your team need to know that they have a manager that can actually stand up for them. What happened on that pitch yesterday was a proper bullying. The referee trying to be the center of attraction. The ref was, I mean, could there have been any other way that I would have said it? The ref was perfectly trying to be the center of attraction yesterday. So I could not even make the video yesterday simply because of the fact that okay, we won. I was excited. I was not angry. I was only not happy with the level of officiating that really happened in that game. And Arsenal is so lucky in such a way that the moment a bad officiating go against them, maybe the very next match, or even in that match, something similar happens and nobody just do anything about it. Something similar happened in our match yesterday again, where I've mentioned it before, where one of Newcastle's player, where one of Wolves player actually did a red card offense yesterday. It was a straight red card offense, but it didn't get a straight red card offense. It was actually just giving just a yellow card. So while Lewis Skelly is going to miss both Man City and Newcastle's match, and there are rumors that Micheal Oliver is actually a Newcastle fan. So does this not look like match fixing? I mean, does it not look like match fixing for goodness sakes? So, so I'm just trying to really, really understand, the idea behind what is really going on in the EPL. I'm trying to just try and let me go to yesterday's state. Okay. So Manchester City actually destroyed Chelsea by 3 goals to 1. And Liverpool, of course, was going to win Ipswich by 4 goals to 1. But the most surprising one yesterday is actually this Bournemouth Forest. So Forest were destroyed away. Bournemouth actually destroyed them and won by 5 goals to 0. It was really interesting yesterday. Let me see who picked up the red card yesterday for them. Okay, that was Jao Gomez. Jao Gomez picked up the red card in the 70th minute. Lewis Kelly picked up a red card in the 43rd minute, a straight red card for that matter. Jao Gomez picked up a second yellow card for a worse foul on Urian Timber. For a worse foul on Urian Timber, he picked up a second yellow card. And if you remember, I think it was about last season or 2 seasons ago. In fact, this last Man City match, the one we had, he gave Trossard a red card for not hearing the whistle and for the fact that he kicked the ball away. He thought the ball was still in play. He gave Trossard a second yellow card and it was a red card. He didn't use his common sense. But as at the time, that we were also playing Manchester City again, Kovacic did some level of foul. And what the PGMOL said was that they did not want to interfere in the match. They wanted to make the match become more interesting by not, sending anybody off. But that rule does not apply when it comes to Arsenal. So guys, I really just want to talk about, what I think really happened in the EPL and why I think there are some form of injustice to Arsenal. And I hope that, maybe things can actually be done. Maybe people can actually start. I was even very excited yesterday because opposition fans that really now see that at least it's not every time that we cap on these things. It's not every time that we make a joke of it. That actually these things are really, really happening. Although I understand this incident has also happened with, this hatred from referees has also happened with Liverpool. But it's fundamentally happening with Arsenal right now, and we all are just looking at it. We all open our eyes and we are looking at it. So I actually just want to talk about this. Let me see who we are playing next. Arsenal has fixtures. Let me see who we are playing next. Our next match. I think our next match is actually going to be against Girona. That is in 3 days' time. That is so we are going to be facing Girona in 3 days' time in the Champions League, of course. So I think at this point in time we have actually qualified in the Champions League. So there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear about that. Now, so this is just what I want to talk about in this video. This is just a post-match review. Mike Oliver has actually taken away all the credits of the match, all the juices of the match. So why not just talk about Michael Oliver if, I mean, since he has decided to take it upon himself to just be the star of the match. Anyways, thanks to Ricardo Calafiori, who came in the second half to score the goal for Arsenal. It was really, really important. I mean, he scored in the 74th minute. That was 4 minutes after Jao Gomez picked up a second yellow card, which should have been a red, but at least we were able to just, um, manage the match till the end of, the 90s. Now, Kieran Tierney came in yesterday for Gabriel Martinelli. So I think what is going to be happening now is maybe many people saw what happened yesterday as probably a defensive decision from Mikel Arteta. What I see yesterday is that I think Arteta is also trying to play Kieran Tierney as an attacking forward. Maybe not as a defender anymore. Maybe he's trying to, because I think if I'm correct, maybe in one or two of our matches he has experimented using him as a forward rather than as a defender. I think he did the same thing also in the Champions League. That was against Dynamo Zagreb where we won by 3 goals to 0. So would it be very interesting if Tierney starts to play as an 11 for us now, probably trying to reintegrate him into the team? Because Tierney's position already is filled now. We have Ricardo Calafiori there, we have Zinchenko, we have Lewis Kelly. We have all of these players there. So, and even Urian Timber can actually play that position. So it's quite dicey. And if Tierney is going to stay in Arsenal, for example, I think they actually need to move him forward. They actually need to change his position. So I do not think he's going to be a bad player. I think we can actually see a fresh Tierney. Just my opinion. Do you think I'm right, or was what happened yesterday just a defensive decision? Maybe he was moving back and I did not notice. So please remember to drop your comments in the comment section. Kindly like and share on my video. There's really nothing much to talk about. Michael Oliver has taken away all the shine from the game. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you in another video, and then yes.